everyone, hope you're all doing well. I noticed that some of you have commented in my other videos, unrelated videos, asking if I had maybe some nail tips that I could share with you guys. So I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a background on my nails and what I do to take care of them. One of the first things I want to talk about is why I don't go to nail salons anymore. I actually got in the nail game quite late, in like late 2019. That was the first time I ever got my nails professionally done. I got gel nail polish and I loved it. It was amazing. Except that one thing that happened was, unfortunately, the nail technician lady cut my cuticles, I think, a little bit too much while it was growing back for the week or two after. It really hurt, and I noticed that on one finger, one of the cuticles just never grew back the same. If you look here, do you see how it's different? Basically, it doesn't grow sticking to the nail bed, it's a bit lifted. If you look at the nail next to it, you can see that the cuticle grows like sticking onto the nail bed. Like, say this is the nail bed and this is the cuticle. It grows like this, but on my ring finger of my right hand, it kind of grows like this. It's lifted, and this part is very calloused and it's very hard, and it's been, oh gosh, it's like mid-2021 now. It's been a year and a half and it's still not growing back normally. I didn't know that this was going to be such a long-term thing, but after that first time, I still did go back and get my nails done, but I cut out the manicure section of the manicure, if that makes sense. Essentially what that means is I found a new salon that did color only. We didn't do the pushing back of the cuticles, the cutting of the cuticles, trimming the cuticles, all that stuff. I did that for a few months until I started noticing that my nails, my natural nails, were getting really thin. And now I already start out with quite thin nails. My nails, you know, they're quite thin. They're flexible and strong in that way, but they're really thin. So I was going back for appointments, you know, the standard time, every 3 to 4 weeks. And what happened was, during the removal, like they say gel polish removal shouldn't hurt your natural nails, but you know, gel polish is designed to stick on really firmly, so there's always going to be some level of damage. Like I said before, I only have very thin nails and I just really couldn't afford for them to be taking a thin layer off every 3 to 4 weeks. So after going back for appointments maybe 5 times, I had to come up with a new solution. And that was when the idea of maybe DIYing my own gel nails popped into my head. So I went online and bought a cheap gel kit off eBay. It came with a full set with everything, with the lamp, with the polishes, with the tools and everything. I started learning how to do my own nails. It took a few times, but eventually I perfected it. Although I did notice that the removal process was still a little bit damaging. That's when I decided to buy a peel-off base coat. One of the best purchases I've ever made. What I do is I leave maybe a 1 to 2 millimeter border and I paint the base coat on my nails, wait for it to dry, and then I use the gel base coat and then the color coat and then the top coat. And it lasts almost as long as gel polish on itself, about 2 weeks instead of 3 to 5 weeks. And that's okay with me because depending on how fast your nail grows, by the 2 to 3 week point, it's already kind of outgrown to the level where it could be time for a new set. Now that I do my own nails, I never push the cuticles back. I scrape the layer of, I don't know if it's gunk or skin or whatever, but you know how sometimes you get a layer on your nail bed, right? I scrape that away with the tool, but I don't push my cuticles back because I feel like if I do, it would end up like my ring finger. And yeah, so I just leave my cuticles where they are, and I also do not cut my cuticles. Even professionals sometimes don't do it right, let alone me. I mean, I'm not a nail tech or anything, it's just that for me personally, I just never understood or enjoyed the process of pushing back my cuticles or cutting my cuticles. I avoid soaking my hands for too long, and when they are wet and soaked, I try not to do anything too strenuous because that is the prime time for accidents to happen. And that's not to say that I've never had a broken nail before. I've broken my nails so many times, and each time it doesn't hurt any less, especially, you know, when you break one and then you have to cut the rest of them to match. Comment down below if you know this trauma. But I have noticed that after a year of doing my own gel polish, my nails generally don't tend to break anymore unless there's like some kind of huge blunt force onto it. it just doesn't break on its own anymore. So if you've seen some of my past videos, you know that I'm not at home, I'm kind of on the road right now. I did my nails before leaving, but it's been about 2 months since then and I haven't been able to get my nails done. Of course, being on the road, I didn't bring my whole gel kit, and I had considered the idea of getting my nails done once I arrived in this new place, but then I thought back on the reasons why I stopped getting my nails done in the first place. I've just kind of been letting my nails free grow, and here's what they are like now. I'm kind of surprised that I've been able to get them to this long without breaking. Because I have been using the peel-off base coat and adding a layer of gel to protect my nails from the outer elements, they had a year to recover and heal. Now they're in really good condition. But two things that I am doing is I use a nail oil on them, and I use it around my cuticles, and that keeps my nails and fingertips hydrated. I've been kind of a little bit busy lately, so I haven't been doing nail oil as often as I should, which is usually around once per week, I say. Although, you know, feel free to do it more often, but I haven't been doing it for like a couple of months now. You can just see what one round does. This nail oil, it's not like anything fancy. I just got it with my eBay kit and it works fine. I'm sure you can use any type of nail oil, but I really like it in this pen because it's really easy to apply and it doesn't get messy, it doesn't get everywhere. And the second thing that I do is I keep my nails filed in the coffin or ballerina shape. Aesthetically, it's my favorite nail shape. I feel like it makes my fingers look long but refined. I have tried a few different nail shapes before, which include the oval, the almond, and the square, but overall, I find that the coffin shape to be the best, and I'm going to explain why. Let's start with the oval. There's nothing wrong with the oval shape. It's elegant, it's feminine, but I generally only do it when I keep my nails short. I find that with the almond shape, because it kind of tapers a lot towards the end, not as much as the stiletto shape, but it still tapers quite a bit. It's more prone to breaking, especially if you don't have a strong coat of gel polish on. The second shape I've tried is the square shape, and you know, it's pretty similar to the coffin shape, except that it's wider, and because of its width, sometimes it catches on things and that makes your nails more prone to breakage. What I found is that being too thin or too wide is really not good in terms of keeping my nails from breaking. The coffin shape or the ballerina shape is the best of both worlds. It has that look and structure of the square nail, but a bit of the femininity of the almond shape, while at the same time, with its natural curve, it doesn't catch on things as much and you're able to keep your nails long. Leave a comment down below if you have any nail tips that I haven't covered, because, you know, I'm also a nail enthusiast and I would love to learn anything new that I can do to help make these grow longer and better. I hope that this video has given you some insight on my nail care, my nail routines, and generally what I do with my nails. Let me know down below if you have any other requests on anything that you might be interested in. I'm happy to make a video on it. Don't forget to drop me a like if this video helped you out in any way. Subscribe and ring the bell for me so that you can keep up to date. And I'll see you soon. Bye!